Max Track, what's that say? Level kit. What's up, Tire Garage TV? Yo, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the Tire Garage TV. My name is Pablo and I own, work, and live here at the Tire Garage. It's a little tire shop located in Santa Ana, Southern California. And welcome. Glad you're here. Guess what we're doing today? You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Check that out. Max Track, what's that say? Level kit. We got a level kit to do today, and we got some mud terrains too. Check those out. Woo! Yep. Yeah, boy. So we got a beautiful 2019 Ford Ranger XLT. Okay, 4-cylinder EcoBoost. We're doing a 2.5-inch leveling kit and putting it on 32s. It's got these 17-inch wheels. I kind of like the look of the stock wheels with the tires, with a bigger mud terrain. He's gonna stick with that for now. Later on, maybe change it. He said, you know, we'll see how it looks. Let's get to work, right? Today was kind of a crazy day. I wasn't expecting a lot of work to come in today, but it got a little crazy. 2 tires, a couple brake jobs, but a couple other things. This battery, for some reason, I was charging it and it starts smoking. The battery is actually a 2019 battery, so I don't know why it probably just went bad. The negative side started smoking, so I'm not risking leaving this back in the car. So that's going out. Let's get out of the car and get this thing fixed. I'm not risking putting that thing back in that car. So let's go get the truck. I have it parked in the back, so let's go. Let's go get it. Let's get to work. Woo, there she is. It's got 610 miles, so it's a brand new truck. This is what it comes with stock. This would be considered a 30-inch tire. Add a level kit, which brings the front part of the truck, brings it up 2.5 inches. So we're gonna do some mud terrains, make it look way better. Let's get to work. Let's do that. I gotta take the struts out and do the level kit on this thing. So it's a good looking truck. So let's get to work. Let's start tearing things apart. Now, this truck I've never worked on. It's a brand new truck. So all the pieces are gonna be brand new. So just gotta be careful with everything. Everything comes off just the way it would if it were used or if it were old. So just gotta be careful when you pull everything out. Notice how everything goes in and put everything back together. Cool? So let's get to work. This one's gonna be fun. I'm gonna like doing this one. So I always go through the instructions to see kind of what it says to do. Well, here's what this one says to do. Take the brake calipers off, release the brake lines, release the speed sensors, release all this, take the brake rotor off, so brakes off, rotor off, and everything. Obviously disconnect the tie rod end and kind of like not remove the knuckle, but like move it aside, right? And then take the strut assembly out. This is a strut assembly. Should come out pretty easy if I just remove the tie rod end, move it aside, release this ball joint, so the whole thing is actually going to drop. Once that happens, what I'm going to do is release these 3 nuts up here, which hold the assembly, the strut assembly, in place. Once that's released, this assembly should come loose, and I think I'll have enough space here to actually just remove it without having to disconnect the brakes and all this too. The least amount of stuff you have to touch, the better. That way you take less time. You don't have to put things all back together. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. So since it's the first time I do this, what I ended up doing is I lowered the truck and with the jack supported the bottom of it. So I'm gonna loosen this nut up. This control arm is probably gonna shoot up, and this knuckle is gonna drop down, meaning it'll loosen the force here. I loosen the nuts here enough to where you can see a little bit of the thread, and I'm gonna see if that drops. If that drops, that means I should see the strut loose already. That way I can go ahead and take it off. I don't want this hanging like this. So there. So let me see. Yep. See that? So the spring still has tension, but the tension is not on this or on these nuts up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these nuts off and then lift the truck. That way the lower control arm can loosen up all the way, and then I can pull everything off. So here it is. That's the whole strut assembly. You basically have to bounce the control arm up and down like this to get it out, because again, always careful with this. The speed sensors here, the brake line is here. I actually disconnected the sway bar link. That way it's not pulling on it too much and damaging it. And just kind of bounce the control arm. Of course, if you have help, it's a lot easier. I don't have help right now, so it's just a one-man job. Got it out. So let's put the let's take the nuts here for the strut, and basically what goes basically sits in like this. And just tighten it up. Here comes the hard part. Putting this one back in. Why is it hard? Because you got 2.5 more inches to deal with. That means that control arm has to lower in excess of 2 inches. Actually, if you really think about it, yeah, it does, because these things are going to get in the way. So let me get the nuts for these first. This is trash. There they are. Oh, very important, the sticker. Make sure not to lose that. Just kidding, it's going on the fridge. Might be easier than we thought. Let's try. Actually, careful here. Pull this over. Okay, we need more clearance now. Okay, so everything's on, at least in terms of the strut. Now what I'm going to do is start tightening everything down, torque everything down. Okay, these are all just hand tightened. The only thing that's really tight is these, which I'm going to give these a little torque too. I can't reach the back one, but I know they're tight. I did them myself. So these two with the gun, these three up here by hand, and then just put everything back in place. Let's get that last one. And I think we're good. We're good. We're good. I wish you could see it better. I know it's dark, but look at that. Big ass mud terrain tire. Looks good on here. Yo, one more thing. What I'm going to do also is link the Instagram page for the shop and my Instagram page over on this side. So you can take a look at that. Take a look at all the crazy stuff we do all day, every day. I post a lot of stories. So go hit that follow button. And I'd appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Help me support this channel by going to the links down below. They're actually Amazon links. And they'll take you over to the camera equipment that I use for recording this episode. You don't necessarily have to buy the camera equipment that's on there, but purchasing anything, whether it be a hat, a jacket, the lift kit, whatever you want to buy from there, the tires. Actually, if you buy the tires, come buy them from me directly. So hit me up. Purchasing anything off of those links helps support this channel. I'd appreciate it a ton. I'd love you a lot more. And that'll help me keep producing content like this. So that's it for this one. It was a beautiful truck. Look at that thing driving on the road. Woo. Woo. Beautiful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one. And let's get to work. Let's get to work.